In this tradition, when we're talking about dreams and seeing life as a dream, and the connection of that to what we might call for now night dreams, we see them as all experiences. Our consciousness has the ability to experience things in different places and different times. Actually, if you pay really close attention, you're dreaming all day long. Every once in a while, you know, we'll get a little flick of something, you know, we're walking along and suddenly there's a camel on a mountain. What? And we usually just bypass it, don't even think about it, okay? And yet, for a moment, we shifted to another place where we are. But while we're here and most of our focus is here, this is what we pay most attention to. And all the while, we're doing other stuff. At night, when we relax that focus, we become aware of a lot of the other things that we're doing. Now, at the same time, we can take a perspective and see that there's a relationship between all of these things, because these are all reflecting patterns of each other. And so we can see, and this is what modern psychologists like to do, see the elements in this life, outer life, in the dream. And we say, oh, well, the dream is just a mishmash of the things we're experiencing out here. That's how they interpret it. But you can just go the other way and see all the elements of this life in that experience, because they'll be there too. So these are they are at the same time different experiences and different realities and reflections of each other. Yes?
So, you know, when you talk about shamanism and going into vision questing and that sort of thing, and you're in a state of being completely in meditation state, but also having visions, like psychedelic or spirit visions. Is that also part of your subconscious that is so much part of?
I wouldn't call it part of your subconscious. It's part of your whole consciousness. It's just what you are focusing on and where you're focusing and what your intention is. See, when these ancient people went on a vision quest, in Hawaii they often did it by going on a long sea journey. There's a rock that was well known for this purpose beyond Ni'ihau called Kaula. And that was used for this kind of a vision quest journey. And, or in among American Indians out in the desert and so forth, they went with intent. They didn't just go out there to see what would happen. They went with intent to connect with something larger, bigger, or ancestors, or spirits, or something like that. And they purposely did the things that they were taught to do to help evoke that experience. For the Hawaiians, it was primarily monotony and isolation on the boat. Okay? For some peoples would use fasting. Some people would use self-flagellation. Lots of different people in different cultures have developed different ways of doing this. But the result, when it works, is the same of having a profound experience that affects the person for their lifetime.
Are you saying that the Christian mortification of the flesh and self-flagellation would create some sort of a
altered state? It can be used for that.
From pain?
Oh yeah, you can use pain to create an altered state. You can use dizziness, you can use holding your breath, you can use, well, I know 50 ways at least. Okay, yes?
And is that in order to expand your awareness?
It's in order to change your consciousness, because sometimes it requires narrowing your awareness. See? Some people might use it to expand awareness, so yes, it can be used for that, but that was not the purpose of everybody who went on a vision quest.
What do you mean by narrowing, by focusing on a particular
person, place, object, whatever. The more you narrow your focus, that's one technique for heading off into another reality.